Welcome to Rica Subtest 2 online test preparation course presented by ricatest.com. In this section, we will cover the three main types of informational text structures to help students effectively locate and understand meaning of expository or informational texts. So these include organizational features, typographic features, and graphic features. Organizational features include table of contents, glossary, as well as the index. Next, the typographic features include italics, bold facing, underlining, color coding. Then, graphic features that students can learn to read include charts, maps, diagrams, and illustrations. Once students demonstrate the ability to identify common text structures and text features, it's time to equip them with the study skills in order to learn from informational texts. See, informational text requires students to read at different paces for different purposes. We skim read to quickly read for the purpose of previewing or reviewing a text. Here, teachers model skimming by using Think Aloud so children can understand the entire process. For example, I am going to quickly read to preview the text. Next, we can scan a passage when we're looking for specific information, such as the answer to a worksheet question in the textbook. Again, the teacher will model how to scan the text so that the students understand what the purpose of this is. Here she says, we scan a passage when we're looking for specific information. You directly and explicitly teach these skills to the students. Now we have in depth reading, and this is another type of reading that we use for informational texts. Here, the students read a text for full understanding. The teacher says, I will read closely and carefully to totally understand this text. While students use in depth reading, they use the next study skill, which is note taking. So, in depth reading is connected with note taking as well as outlining. Both note taking and outlining are taught using the gradual release of responsibility technique. Remember, this is where the teacher uses modeling and think alouds to complete a note taking or outline task while the students observe the appropriate way to complete the task. On the second lesson, the teacher does not do all the work. Instead, the teacher and the students equally contribute to complete the task. This often involves the use of students coming to the board, writing or verbally saying, and then the teacher writes what the children say. Then on the third lesson, if the students have demonstrated the ability to complete the task in the second lesson with the teacher's support, then it's time for this third lesson where the students actually complete the task independently. While these students are working independently, the teacher can work in small groups with students who are still struggling to understand the concept that's being taught. Building from study skills are teaching students reading skills. And the first here is how to identify research topics. As students learn to choose topics, common issues teachers face happens to be first, the students choose too large a topic. They might say, I want to research soccer, but we know that's just too big of a topic. Or, on the other hand, students also choose too narrow of a topic. They might want to choose their favorite YouTuber, for example. And in this case, there's just probably not going to be enough written content that the student can read to learn from. Now, in order to support our students best, in order to identify great research topics, to support them in achieving the standards that we're going to be assessing for, what we do is we provide students with a short list of topics that we know currently work well. Teachers help students find a central thesis, which helps them write with purpose and with passion. Finding information from one source is not enough, so teachers need to teach students to use multiple sources when researching. Feeling nervous about taking your Rica test? Click the link in the description below, get full access to this Rica Test Prep course, and start feeling prepared for test day.